Before we dive in, spoiler warning for Marshall's Season 1, Episode 6. We're going deeper than most breakdowns because this episode wasn't just about missing persons, it was about memory, loss, legacy, and how the past shapes a family even when it's gone. Monica Dutton, not just gone, but remembered. From the very start of Marshall's, fans had the same question. Why isn't Monica here? And why was she missing from the trailers? Episode 6 finally answers more than just when she died. It shows us how long she's been gone and what different characters carry because of that loss. We open in the Dutton home on East Camp, and the moment isn't a flashback for shock value. It's framed with a timestamp, 1 year ago. That choice tells us two things. One, Monica's death isn't distant history. It's still emotionally raw, especially for Tate. Two, this episode is about time, not just memory. It's about how a family tries and sometimes fails to heal. This isn't simply a recap scene. It's effectively the emotional core of the plot. Why Monica's death still matters. Monica wasn't a side character in Yellowstone. She was someone with agency, someone whose absence creates tension, motivation, and emotional stakes. In this episode, Tate tells Kayce, "Mom led us to that truck stop, and we didn't deliver. I disappointed her." This line is powerful because it reveals something deeper. Tate isn't grieving just Monica's death. He's grappling with regret and self-blame. Here's the psychology behind that. When loss feels preventable, even just in the survivor's mind, the grief becomes moral pain. Tate doesn't just miss his mother. He carries guilt. And Kayce's response, "You were her whole world," shows a father who understands the heartache, but who also still carry his own unresolved pain. This isn't filler. This is the emotional foundation for why Tate throws himself into the missing girls case. Monica's legacy and the missing girls case. If Season 6 hadn't framed this emotionally, Marshals might just become another crime procedural. But here's what really connects the dots. Monica spent her final months fighting for resources to find missing Indigenous girls, something Kayce wasn't even aware she'd planned. That means the missing girls case isn't just another mission. It's Monica's unfinished work. It's Tate's attempt to honor her. And Kayce is finally seeing that. This is where the storytelling truly pays off. Remember, in Yellowstone Season 3, Monica volunteered herself as bait to save a kidnapped Indigenous woman and child. That wasn't a random moment. It tells us she wasn't just compassionate, she was relentless. So when Kayce and the Marshals team pursue the motorcycle gang Iron Sentinels and rescue the missing girls, that's not just a tactical victory, it's Monica's moral victory. This is exactly the kind of thematic continuity fans have been craving, and Marshals pays it off here. The Iron Sentinels and the bigger trafficking plot. If you're wondering why the show didn't stop at woman missing and moved into biker gangs and sex trafficking, that's intentional. This story arc connects to systemic negligence in rural communities, how Indigenous women and girls are disproportionately targeted, and the way big institutions fail these families time and again. That's not filler. That's world building rooted in real societal issues, and it mirrors Monica's own fight, the one she didn't live to see resolved. When Kayce and Belle go undercover, that mission isn't just action, it's a narrative extension of Monica's last purpose, the reservation ceremony. So let's talk about the moment fans waited for. Kayce finally attending Monica's anniversary ceremony on the Broken Rock Reservation. This was a moment hinted in trailers, but never fully explained until now. Kayce says, "Maybe it's time I start letting go." This isn't a cliche line, it reveals growth. It shows Kayce finally understanding that letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to honor Monica's life by living, not just surviving. And the fact he was carrying Monica's necklace all year, it wasn't just symbolism, it was a physical representation of his grief. Now that becomes a turning point, not closure, but transformation. Fan theories. This episode confirms or challenges. Let's tackle the theories fans have been circulating. Monica wasn't really dead. Could she return? This episode confirms she is gone. The flashback was real. The timestamp is canonical. So unless there's a supernatural twist later, unlikely in this grounded spin-off, her return isn't narrative intent. Kayce has been avoiding the reservation on purpose, not just emotionally, that's confirmed through dialogue. He felt unworthy to face the community without Monica. Episode 6 finally resolves that. Emerging theory. Tate could become obsessed with the missing girls case. Given his guilt and emotional drive, this is a rich character arc that could define his future in the series. Keep your eyes on that. The show is seeding it right here.